We are back with another Before You Buy Humble Bundle asset. This time it's the Big Bang, Unreal and Unity asset pack bundles. The majority of these are Unreal asset packs, but you do get a code for Unity. I chucked my code over to somebody else. The only sole Unity pack is the Rally Point, and the rest are Unreal or Unity, and Unity even. There's a Godot pack in here as well. 5 items here. They'll cost a minimum of 1483 GBP and whatever it is in your currency, and you can pay more or not, and you'll support a charity of one tree planted. Okay, there's lots of environments. We're going to cover all the environments and show them off, and then there's lots of different sort of tools that you can buy. Just be warned that the tools won't import to Fab. I've had issues with those, and a few of the assets are Gumroad assets as well, so they'll be in a whole different marketplace. Now you can redeem these assets through Cosmo site and then redeem them on Fab, but you will have to enter them one at a time, so that does take its time. There are some characters here as well, so there's Businessman, there's some weapons here, there's some drivable cars, and then there's some tutorials. Now that's pretty cool. You can create an abandoned 3D environment tutorial, and there's some sound effects and there's some visual effects as well. The majority of these assets are realistic, and then there's some stylized assets in here as well. There's quite a few feudal Japanese assets, which is really nice. As a total, I've purchased it. You can see here that I've got it. I've purchased a lot of Humble Bundles. The last one that Learts did was this Legendary Game Dev bundle for 27 quid. I think this one's probably a much more value for money, and so I like it more. And the way that you get it is you go to purchases and redeem it, and then you click here to redeem for these ones. So you click the code here and then go to Cosmo and enter it. These ones are the Gumroad assets that you can see here, so they would be stored in Gumroad. Not a massive fan of that. It's a bit of a problem for me. There's a bone of contention. Don't really like it. Once you've redeemed the one Cosmo, then you come to your account and then you select which one you want. Get the redeem code for UE Marketplace. It will then redeem itself, and then come to Fab and redeem it, and they'll all end up in your library. But you do have to do them one by one, and it is a pain in the butt. But that's it. My personal opinion, this is probably worth the money. I'll go through each of the environments now, I'll tell you what I think about it, what it's worth, and let me know below. Do you think it's worth the money? Is this one that you're going to get or miss for 15 GBP? I'm not normally a fan of environments. I think we get enough, but these ones seem pretty good. 75 for 15, relatively cheap per asset, so you can't really go wrong on that. So let me know what you think below, and I'll catch you in the next one. So here we are in the Miami nightclub asset. It looks quite nice. It's got cars, we've got some people. I doubt they're going to be included, but this is very much giving me Vice City vibes. I'm pretty sure that dance floor is an exact replica, and the upstairs, if it's explorable, will be nice as well. We've got some nice props in here, some nice lighting, a few like office space back rooms sort of thing. So that's really nice, but also very inspired. Then it's the ancient cathedral environment, very Dark Souls, very Demon Souls type environment. Looks cool, looks like it'd be Lords of the Fallen. Love that. And yeah, it looks really nice. It's great. Grand Egyptian Temple, very Assassin's Creed Odyssey vibes. Just imagine this is one of the points of interest with all the gods and the temple ruins and sand blowing around. Then we've got the carnival environment. I'm not a fan of horror games. This doesn't do much for me, but it would create a creepy atmosphere for sure. But again, it's not for me. Underwater sunken ship. You can just imagine diving down and investigating this again, probably in some sort of like RPG type game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you could be a mermaid. Then we've got the haunted house. This one is super creepy. Gives me very much Dead by Daylight vibes. That rocking chair there is not doing it for me. Then we've got the Fantastic Hills. This is Horizon Zero Dawn meets Warframe type thing. Great little asset, looks absolutely fantastic. And then we've got the ancient library environment here. This ancient library gives Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yontai, the new one, and there's a lot of feudal Japan assets in this one, so they're quite nice. I like me some architecture. Then we've got a Pirate Tavern. This is probably my favorite. Perfect for your One Piece fan-made game, perfect for your sort of Black Flag game, any sort of pirate game. This one is absolutely a must-have in my opinion. It looks absolutely fantastic. There's boats and there's treasure and the water and barrels, and yeah. No, One Piece comes out this month, the new one, so that should be on your list of things, number one to watch, and then this to have. Also, we've got the Chinese alley. We've had plenty of alley environments, so not overly impressed with this. That fire doesn't look great either, so yeah, I'd miss this one personally, but to get it as part of the pack, I can't see the harm in it. Then we've got the Rally Point. This is sort of a sci-fi rally point. Again, first time on Humble Bundle, and you could imagine something kicking off at the start and then coming all the way up here as well. Then we've got Japanese Temple, another of the feudal Japan assets. Love this one. Gives me very much Ghost of Tsushima vibes and those sort of games. And then we've got the feudal Japan War Room as well. This asset is fantastic. Love this. Look at the armor. Look at the swords and the gargoyles and everything. What an absolutely fantastic asset. And then stylized house along the river. This is first time on Humble Bundle, and also in terms of stylized assets, this is one of like 5 or 6. This is the Cyberpunk Street. Not overly bothered about this Cyberpunk Street. There's plenty of Cyberpunk assets out there. The drone is interesting, but it's probably not going to be included. Then we've got stylized Ice Dragon Village. This looks beautiful. You can imagine this with some Cinti assets and how that would all mesh together and work together. And then you've got stylized Perch Church. Again, both of those sort of assets are going to be quite small. And then stylized Desert Mine as well. I imagine that's going to be, again, another small asset. Then we've got stylized sci-fi modern city. I imagine this will be quite a larger asset. It's lots of town sort of buildings and stuff. It looks quite nice. Gives me very Futurama vibes, and that's not a bad thing. Then we've got Retropunk Saloon. I imagine this will be some sort of Fallout type game. You can just imagine vault dwellers in here killing ghouls and zombies and... Sorry, there's no zombies in Fallout, it's just ghouls and bandits. And then we've got Cyberpunk Kiev street environment. Not bothered about this one personally. This is just a cyberpunk environment. Seen plenty of those. Looks nice. That graffiti could come in useful somewhere. And then church cathedral interior. This one gives me very much, like I say, Dark Souls, Lord of the Fallen type vibes, and could do really well, or you could put it in your religious game if you wanted to. We've got Gothic Street, gives me Bloodborne. I'm here for it. I don't mind it. It looks really nice. Then we've got another feudal Japan asset. It's the Japanese castle. I love this asset pack. This is absolutely wonderful. Like, look at it. So good. Then we've got a stylized Desert Bazaar. It's a stylized pack, whatever. Stylized medieval house, fantastic. Look at that. It's a small asset pack though. And then stylized magical haunted village. That's a bigger asset pack, so that's going to look quite nice. Comes with a lot of stuff in there. And then we've got gas station, and that is Daisy, Last of Us type vibes, or your horror game that you want to build. So it looks quite nice. It's not really for me, but it's pretty decent. And then finally, Fantasy Mystical Village. Looks like a fantastic asset set, quite big, full of lots of different things.